Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bravo's Andy Cohen admits to cosmetic procedure on face. Bravo executive and host Andy Cohen has admitted to a specific cosmetic procedure on his face. He has never opened up about any work he has done in the past, although he is surrounded by real housewives. So what procedure did he cop to? Keep reading for more details. For years, Andy Cohen has been a staple and figurehead at Bravo. He is not only an executive producer of The Real Housewives, but he also hosts most of the reunions. Plus, he has his own late-night talk show, WWHL, where all kinds of guests come and chat about projects and all things Bravo. He can get them to open up about pretty much anything, which is an interesting talent. Yet, he also has chatted a lot about plastic surgery with the cast of Housewives. This is due to viewers always being invested in what they have had done cosmetically. Now, the father of two is opening up about what he has done to his face. He has admittedly never gotten Botox in the past. However, that has all changed, and Andy shared the big news during the season 11 Married to Medicine reunion. At the time, he had just gotten it a month prior and stated he just had a little injected into him. It was clear he did not go overboard, as he still had some forehead creases and could express emotion. The M2M women were shocked that it had not kicked in just yet. They encouraged him to come down to Atlanta to get it done in the future. One cast member stated that they would have his face completely frozen, which she did not encourage. Andy Cohen seemed a little taken aback by this concept, but he smiled all the same. When he was on the How to Fail podcast, he was asked about cosmetic surgery. At the time, he joked that he clearly did not look like he had any. More so, he added he never touched Botox. He also stressed how the late Joan Rivers always wanted him to get it. Andy Cohen went on to say that he knows younger hosts who have all undergone Botox. He sees their foreheads do not move, and he did not believe he needed to have it done. More so, Andy was unsure who he would be doing it for. Yet he was honest by saying he did not doubt he would get Botox at some point, and that time is now. He does not see it as necessary and, furthermore, feels that too many young people go overboard with it. No one has said anything about his face because, again, he did not get a lot in. It is unclear if he will get more down the line, but for now, he has dipped his toes in the water. What do you think of Andy Cohen, and did you ever feel he needed to get Botox? Finally, can you even tell he has had some work done? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In a world where celebrity culture often thrives on curated images of perfection and the illusion of flawless beauty, Bravo's own Andy Cohen has broken the mold. The beloved TV personality, known for his quick wit, charm, and larger-than-life presence on shows like Watch What Happens Live and Real Housewives, has made a bold move by openly admitting to undergoing a cosmetic procedure. This revelation has sparked both admiration and a sense of relatability among fans who appreciate his transparency and down-to-earth persona. Cosmetic procedures, from Botox injections to facelifts, have become almost as common as a new fashion trend in Hollywood, but most stars shy away from discussing them openly. There's a long-standing, unspoken rule in the celebrity world that one should never admit to the use of beauty enhancements. But Cohen's decision to confess his own cosmetic procedure not only defies these conventions, but also sends a message that even public figures are entitled to care for their appearance in ways that make them feel good. In a recent appearance, Cohen took to his platform to discuss the procedure, addressing his fans with honesty and humor. His confession, which he dropped casually during a segment on his late-night talk show, was delivered with the self-assuredness he's known for. "I've had a little work done," Cohen said, laughing. "I'm not ashamed of it. This is my face, and I'm in the business of entertaining people. Why not look and feel my best while doing it?" The reaction was immediate. Fans on social media flooded his posts with messages of support, praising him for his authenticity and ability to show that even someone with such a high-profile career can experience the same pressures and desires about appearance as the average person. Cohen's openness also helps break down the stigma surrounding cosmetic procedures, which, despite becoming more mainstream, are still often discussed with a sense of secrecy or a subtle touch or a drastic transformation. While Cohen did not go into detail about the exact nature of his procedure, he did mention that it was subtle enough that it wouldn't be obvious to the casual observer. He described the experience as a refreshing change, akin to a little tune-up rather than an over-the-top makeover. "I wasn't looking for a total transformation," Cohen explained, "just a little tweak here and there. It's about making myself feel good, not about being perfect." For many fans, this attitude is refreshing. In a time when cosmetic procedures can sometimes be exaggerated to extreme proportions, Cohen's approach is grounded in a sense of moderation. He made it clear that his choice was not about meeting anyone else's standards, but about his own sense of self-assurance. "I do this for me," he emphasized, "not for anyone else." This candor is part of what makes Cohen so likable. He's always been known for being approachable, relatable, and real. Whether he's poking fun at the drama on Real Housewives or sharing behind-the-scenes moments on his show, his fans have always felt like they know the real Andy Cohen. By opening up about his cosmetic procedure, Cohen further solidifies his image as someone who is not afraid to embrace vulnerability while still maintaining his sense of humor. A cultural shift in the celebrity world. Cohen's admission is part of a broader cultural shift in the entertainment industry regarding cosmetic procedures. For years, stars like Kim Kardashian, Jennifer Aniston, and even people like the Real Housewives cast members have been tight-lipped about any procedures they've had done, often resorting to vague denials or indirect responses when asked about their appearance. The pressure to maintain a youthful, flawless look in a world where social media can be unforgiving is intense, but more and more celebrities are beginning to push back against the stigma. Cohen's decision to embrace this openness comes at a time when there is growing support for self-love and body positivity. Fans no longer expect or desire an unattainable standard of beauty. Instead, they crave authenticity. When a celebrity admits to getting work done, the typical response has shifted from judgment to acceptance and understanding. This change can be seen in the fact that cosmetic procedures, once considered taboo, are now commonplace among people of all ages, genders, and walks of life. The stigma surrounding treatments like Botox, fillers, and even non-invasive procedures like laser treatments has diminished greatly. In fact, statistics show that the number of cosmetic treatments performed in recent years has continued to climb, signaling a shift in how we view beauty enhancements, not as something to be hidden, but as a personal choice that can be empowering. Andy Cohen is just one of the many public figures embracing this evolution. By acknowledging his own procedure, he helps normalize the conversation, showing that it's okay to pursue beauty enhancements as long as it's done with a sense of personal well-being and authenticity in mind. The endorsement of self-care and mental health. For some, the conversation surrounding cosmetic procedures can feel shallow, especially in a world where people are fighting for body acceptance and mental health awareness. However, Cohen's approach appears to center around the idea of self-care rather than vanity. He doesn't present his procedure as something that will drastically change his life or bring him happiness. Instead, it's simply an effort to look as good on the outside as he feels on the inside. This distinction is important. In an era where mental health has taken center stage, the idea that looking and feeling good can contribute to emotional well-being isn't far-fetched. When people feel confident in their appearance, it can positively affect their self-esteem and overall mental state. By sharing his experience, Cohen contributes to the conversation surrounding self-care and reminds fans that caring for oneself physically and emotionally is not only normal but also necessary. Why Andy Cohen's confession matters. At the heart of Cohen's admission is a desire to remove the curtain of perfection that often surrounds public figures. His openness encourages fans to embrace their own choices, whether they choose to undergo cosmetic procedures or not. In a world where celebrities are typically expected to hide their insecurities, Cohen's vulnerability offers a refreshing contrast. By admitting that he, too, has insecurities and desires for self-improvement, Cohen becomes more relatable than ever. It's easy for fans to feel disconnected from their idols, who seem to have perfect lives. But when a high-profile figure like Cohen admits to the same human desires for enhancement and self-care, it bridges that gap. It sends the message that perfection isn't the goal, being the best version of yourself is.